You already know who it is. And I'm here with.
Hanna Rubinkowska.
Nice to meet you, Hania.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you're Polish, I can
Yes,
tell.
I am.
Yes. So, what part of Poland are you from?
Here, Warsaw.
Here, Warsaw. Ooh, so originally from Warsaw.
Very much
Wow.
originally, yes.
So, can you tell us about Polish people in general, right? Because we have a lot of misconception about, Polish and foreigners. Let me not say just Africans now, right? So, can you tell us about, what Polish thinks about foreigners and generally about black people?
It's a very difficult question because that's too general.
Too general,
yes,
yes.
because you cannot say everybody thinks in a different way.
That's true.
And no, generally I would say that it's more and more people from different parts of the world coming to Poland, coming to Warsaw especially. So this is what people start to realize because we were not used to people from outside of Poland.
That's true.
And now is the moment that people start to realize how different we are in terms of people living in the world.
Yeah.
And we are getting more used to people looking in a different way, coming from different cultures. So I think this is now that there is a big change that is going on. That
Wow.
we are just, we are not so much. We are not so much shocked that somebody can be from a completely different part of the world. Yes.
Nice.
So I would say this is, what is the most distinguished feature at the moment.
Fantastic response, right? So, and I also want to believe you've traveled a lot. Yes.
A little bit.
A little. Okay, because I know that's a thing for Polish people to travel a lot. Yes.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
what part of the world have you traveled to outside of Europe?
By profession,
Okay.
I deal with Ethiopian cultures.
Okay.
So this is why, for many different times, I went to Ethiopia.
Nice. Okay.
So this is the spot in the world that is very special for me.
To you, yeah.
Also because of my professional engagement. So this is one, and another one of the most favorite parts of the world is Turkey.
Turkey. So why Turkey? What do you like about Turkey? The food?
As well, yes, that's true. That's true. Oh, the food, the sea, many things. But
Yeah.
I think that Polish people have a very special bond with Turkish people. And this is
That's true.
historical bonds, but also is that somehow we like each other. And it's very difficult to say why. But this is something that we just feel good, we accept our cultures. And I
Yeah.
think it goes both ways.
Nice.
So I am not different from many other peoples. I just like.
Fantastic. So for foreigners out there who wants to come into Poland, what do you think is the best way, the best route for them to come into Poland? Because I know for sure now the immigration is kind of strict coming to Poland. Yeah, if you're sure.
I mean, there are different ways. Like, for example, for students. Okay, so this is mostly the safe way. That if you get accepted by the university, and if you get visa, which is not very easy.
Yeah.
But this is the safe way.
Way.
But I know also about very many people who are cheated. And they come to Poland. I mean, they hope to come to Poland, and they end, in a human trafficking.
Yeah.
So this is very dangerous because sometimes you think that you win student visa or something, and
No, it's not.
it can end up in a very tragic way. So I would say, first of all, be sure that you know very well where you go. That
Okay.
nobody steals your passport, that nobody, cheats you.
So how about work in Poland? Do you think there are a lot of job opportunities in Poland?
Yes,
And do you think
a lot.
a lot of them?
And
right?
and actually, Polish people is very much interested in getting people from abroad.
Okay.
So actually, no government wants to acknowledge it.
Okay.
They don't want to say it. They speak about completely different policy,
Okay.
but it's completely different what is going on in different companies. There is a shortage of people who are ready to work in Poland,
yeah.
so we need people to work.
Okay.
For different, for professionals, for just people who work somewhere, like doing physical job.
Yeah.
So there are opportunities, but again, you need to be careful. You
Yeah.
need to be careful not
Always.
to be cheated. Yeah.
Always. So you think these jobs are ready to sponsor foreigners to come work
Yes, and they do, and they do,
Nice.
and they are, like. I think like you guys walk around and ask questions and you meet many people who are very good examples that they come to work here, like having a good job.
here? Yeah, I didn't know that. It's actually good to hear this from you, actually. So tell us, what part of Poland would you recommend visiting? The beautiful, part of Poland for tourists.
It may,
people.
yeah, it may sound, like that being a Polish person, I believe Poland is beautiful, but I really do. I believe that, like any part of Poland can be interesting in completely. And what is best, like in like for being a tourist, what is
Yeah.
best in Poland is that it's so very much diverse. That you have high mountains, that you have lakes, that you have
Sea.
seaside, that
Yeah.
you have very different
The
landscapes.
forest.
Lots of beautiful forest. Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
So wherever you go, every place almost you find beautiful places. So yeah, for tourists, it's very much like
Very
to
much.
be attractive. It can be
Yeah.
attractive.
But which is your favorite?
It's again.
Or you prefer to go outside of Poland?
No.
Okay.
For many years now, I've been mostly traveling in Poland.
In Poland,
And
awesome.
I still feel that, like there is only a little part of Poland that I properly visited. So I'm still somehow, that actually it was that I used to go out of Poland. And now I prefer, or maybe not prefer, but I travel a lot in Poland because, like there is so much to see.
A lot to
So,
see, actually.
yeah.
Nice.
So like, just
So
good excuse to come.
good, very, very nice excuse to come. So, some word of advice, to our viewers out there, the foreigners, including the Polish people. What do you have to tell them when it comes to Poland, of course?
So that they are very much invited to come,
Okay.
but that they need to be careful.
Always, she's so particular about being careful.
Yes, because it is a very dangerous time now, and I know about many people who were in tragic, like position, and also lost their lives. So you really need to be careful coming to Europe, generally speaking, and Poland is also, like maybe dangerous.
But we tell people that Poland is very safe. So how come you're saying Poland is dangerous?
Not maybe Poland itself, but when you decide to come to Poland and you're
people you
not
meet, the
careful.
people you talk to?
No. You're not careful to have, like. When they are wrong people you deal with, and sometimes they may seem to be very reliable, and then it turns out that they leave you in the forest on the border. So this is a tragic situation, but it is, and there are hundreds of people who suffered. So this is why you really you need to be careful.
So I believe what you're trying to say is that people should ensure they are in Poland legally. They come to Poland legally.
Yes, but there are also many people who believe that they would come to Europe or Russia or Belarus legally, and then they were cheated as well.
Okay.
So once again, you really need to know who you work with,
Who you work with.
who invites
Awesome.
you. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Ania, for
Thank you
your time.
very
It was a
much.
pleasure to have you here.
For me too.
So
Thank you very
thank
much.
you. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any question, you can put it right in the comment section. I'll see you in the next video. But until then, bye for now. Cheers. Thank you so much.